Hi, I'm Jennifer with Hoosier Web Chic, and I'm here to give you some quick marketing tips that will help you move your business to the next level of success. So, are you one of those companies that are maybe stuck? You have a great product or service, but your sales have plateaued. You're just not hitting that next level of success that you felt like you would by now. Maybe you have some marketing tactics that were working in the past, but they're not anymore. I want to help you if you are one of these businesses. So it is likely if you are in this place, you are relating to some of those questions that I asked, that you do not have a complete growth triad. Let's talk a little bit about what a growth triad is. So a growth triad consists of a documented journey, actionable metrics, and tools and tactics. Now, some businesses have one of these, some businesses have two of these, and the most successful businesses have all three of these growth triad pieces. So if you just have a documented journey and actionable metrics, you're what we call stuck in the mud. So you know where you're going, but you don't have the tools to get there. Maybe you have a documented journey and the tools and tactics, but no actionable metrics. In that case, you are a bull in a china shop. You have lots of activity, right? You're throwing spaghetti all over the wall, but you don't really know what's working. And then there are some companies that are what we call a one-hit wonder. They have the tactics and the metrics, but what happens is the tactics work right up until they don't. And because they don't have a framework for predictable growth, they had success and then they just don't know how to find it again. So what we want to do is make sure that you have all three pieces. And that is what is going to get you the most predictable growth for a scalable business. Maybe you're wondering what all these three pieces are. So let's talk a little bit about a documented journey. What I like to do is create a customer journey for each of my clients. So we start this process at, unaware of your product, service, or business. Then the prospect maybe sees an ad, finds you in a Google search, hears about you from one of your past customers. They engage with your company. So maybe they're engaging with your posts on social media, they're reading your blog posts, then maybe they raise their hand and say, I might be interested. Here's my email address. You can put me in your email sequence. So once they're in the email sequence, then that convert stage, this is just a small conversion. So that is them maybe watching a webinar, trying a demo, using a trial sample of whatever it is that you're selling. That small commitment gets them to the excite phase. Now they want to learn more about your product. They are right there on the edge of buying. That takes them to the ascend stage. And the ascend stage is what most people call a conversion. So this is when they are purchasing the product. So your core offer. Also in the ascend phase are your upsales, expanding their revenue, and retaining them as a client. Once they've gone through at least one step of the ascend phase, we like them to advocate for you. So give a testimonial, maybe give a referral. This is what we call a customer journey. And the reason that we map this out in all of these steps is because if you try to get someone to go from unaware to the ascend phase, you're skipping too many steps and it feels too abrupt. And so I like to work with my clients on this because this is so important in predictable growth for your business. Next, we have actionable metrics. When I work with my clients, I always create a growth scorecard for them. So we track metrics in each of the stages of the documented journey. And that way we know what sales are likely to come that month. Now, we're also tracking the actual sales that are coming in, but then we get to see, oh, if we do more social media posts, we likely get more sales. When we post YouTube videos, we get more sales. So we can kind of figure out what is working, what isn't working, because you can't fix what you aren't tracking. It's just science. Probably not really science, but I like to call it science. And the next phase is with tools and tactics. This is what people think about when they think about marketing. This is social media, Facebook ads, Google ads, blog posts, email sequences. This is all of that. And what I have through Digital Marketer is a slew of playbooks that help get over any hurdle that I might come across with my clients during any stage of the documented journey. So if you would like help with any of your business growth, if you just like to know a little bit more about where you are, what's holding you back, what you're doing well, what you need to fill in a little bit, I would love to do a 90-minute marketing audit with you. And in that audit, we're going to go through a whole set of questionnaires about your business. You can learn a little bit more about me, and we are going to start working on that client value journey. Then we can see if we're a right fit and if we want to continue our relationship. Thanks for joining me. Next week, we will be talking about email lists, how to grow them, and what to do with them.